Hello everyone, this is our assignment 2 and we have made a prototype to predict the price of our Ethereum coin by using the sentiment that we got from Reddit. This is my group, Pablo, Tanuja, Yubin and myself Supreme. So what we actually are trying to do is we're trying to integrate the sentiments that we get from Reddit with the price of the cryptocurrency that is Ethereum. And the problem doing this is like the cryptocurrency, it is highly volatile, so the price can be fluctuating and it can be really hard to predict. So what we actually want to do is we want to see like if there is any relationship between the sentiments that we get from the Reddit and the actual fluctuation in the price of the cryptocurrency. So Pablo, yeah, you can explain this if you want.
Sure, thank you, Supreme. For the hypothesis and the problem statement of our prototype project, it's to build a predictive model that can forecast the price of Ethereum based on sentiment analysis or sentiment data obtained from the social media. The process we are thinking of implementing this time is the data collection. Next, we are going to do data pre-processing. Next, we are using the teapot model that the professor suggested. And at last, we are going to do the model evaluation. For the data collection, we are using Yahoo Finance for our price of Ethereum. And we are using as our social media source, we are using Reddit. We scrape the data from Reddit. I'm showing the code right now. So this is what we did for getting this data. We are scraping the posts and also the comments of those posts. Based on the data available, we just could scrape the data of Ethereum that was a little bit more available for us. So after running the code, we obtained the CSV file as I am showing it right now. That contains the information about the comments, the posts, the scores,
So
which
yeah, I think now we
represents.
can
So also we have the score, that is the number of likes and dislikes. This is the subreddit we are using, the Ethereum, and as we can see, we only have the data of 17 days, 16 days of this month of July 2024. This is the data we could obtain for now, and also what the data available on Yahoo, that it was complete, no problem with that. So this is one of our major challenges so far, the availability of the data. Here are some screenshots that we are using for explaining a little bit more of the Reddit scraper code. The post functions, we are using, instead of cryptocurrency, we are using Ethereum and exporting it to a CSV file. All what I already explained. And here I'm going to let my partner continue.
let me share my screen again. Okay, so first of all, we're importing the libraries that we need for this assignment, and after that, I am importing the CSV file that we created from the Reddit data. As you can see, Ethereum file, and if you look at the data, we have ID, title, score, subreddit, number of comments, and all those variables. And I'm doing some pre-processing of the data. And here we're doing the sentiment analysis to get the score from 1 to 10. So 1 is negative and 10 is for the maximum positive. And if you look at the data, you can see the polarity, scale polarity, that is the sentiment of our comment. So if the value is less, that means it is negative, and if it is in between, that is neutral, and if the value is really high, that means the sentiment is positive. And subjectivity means that like how actual the things are. Like if the things are real, then it is near to 1, and if the things are like imaginary, that is near 0. So after that, what I'm doing is I'm renaming some of the columns so it is easy to understand what I'm doing with the code. So I have done some filtering of the variables, and now I have only text, likes and dislikes, date stamp, sentiment score, and the subjectivity. So yeah, if you look at the data, we don't have more data. We have only 553 rows and 4 columns to deal with. After that, I'm importing another CSV file uh, that gives us the price of the cryptocurrency. So as you can see, the opening price, high, low, closing price of the Ethereum on various days of uh, August. Yeah, no August, like July. July 1st, 2024, July 2nd, and everything within that month. So what I have done here is I have aggregated the two CSV file into one. And after aggregating the CSV file, we get this result. And finally, we're going to use our teapot. Yeah, so let's go down. And if you look here, this is the part where we do the model selection and all thing. In teapot, we don't have to do that. It will run the iteration and select the best model along with the hyper parameters for you. So as you can see here, I have taken likes, dislikes, subjectivity, and sentiment score as our features, and our target value is going to be the price of the cryptocurrency, that is Ethereum. Splitting up the data into training and testing data set. After that, we run the t-plot, and as you can see, the results that we are getting after each generation is not that good. Like according to the teapot, we have the base pipeline with data booster regression and all the parameters. Our R2 score is 0.0507, which is poor, along with the mean squared error and mean squared error. So the reason for our poor result, and this is the evaluation between the actual and the predicted value. We should
Okay, thank you, Supreme. Thank you, Supreme. So the next slide is challenges and limitations. Some of which we found during our development. We encounter some adversities with the data quality or relevance, also due because of the few data extracted on the scraper that Reddit allowed us. We remember that we are using just 17 dates, so that might have a huge impact on our results. Also, we are not contemplating the market volatility that is in the cryptocurrency market. Another limitation or challenge is the selection of the model. We are thinking maybe with a different kind of model, or testing different models, we can try to get a better result output. We are using Titbot, which is not bad, just it's more automated, but we can test with a different model. Also, we could use a different pre-processing techniques, maybe trying to take out any outliers in the data that we found, or maybe selecting different even feature variables that we selected. A few that we have in the scraper data that we have. These are some of the challenges and limitations that we thought and we encountered during this process. We would like also to hear any feedback from yourself, Professor. Um, so that will be it for the challenges and limitations. For conclusions of the project, the prototype, unfortunately, our model didn't go as we expected. We have poor results from the model, most likely because of the variables we used, and also probably maybe there is not much relationship between the feature variable we selected and the target variable we chose. And also maybe because of insufficient data, maybe we can look for a better data source, more reliable data source. We are using Reddit now. We try to select a different social media, but Reddit was the one available for us. Other conclusions is that yeah, there might be no not such relevance or relationship between these variables. So for now, these are our results, but we would like to do more tests. This time we did Ethereum, and we only did 100 posts of 17 days. So we're thinking maybe to get a different data source, or selecting different variables, or selecting different model. Let's see what conclusion we can achieve in the next part of the project. But for now, this is the update of our project prototype. Thank you, Professor.